Hi, it's Jack from Ocean Independence. Today we're on board Lady Marisa, the Monte Carlo 105. Come on board and we're going to see an incredible Sundeck, generous master stateroom with unbelievable spaces, an awesome foredeck and some lovely interior spaces. We'll see you up here. So we're on the Sundeck here on Lady Marisa, and this is one of the biggest, most impressive spaces we have. We've got, of course, the sun loungers aft, and next to that, the big storage box for all of the toys. We have the buffet, where you might serve breakfast or keep all of your condiments during your meals, and a big dining table for 8. As we come forward, we see an opening hardtop, so you can have this whole area in the sun. 2 freestanding sofas. If you wanted to bring these together or rearrange the space, that's incredibly easy to do. And all of this entire space is served by the big bar here, including a fridge, a wine fridge, and extra storage, of course with a barbecue and sink, and more storage on the port side. As we look at the pilot station over here, we have all of the normal controls, engines, bow thruster, stern thruster, radio, and navigation. But unusually, we also have a second maneuvering station on the starboard side, so the captain doesn't have to run from side to side as he maneuvers the yacht. What we'll now do is we'll head down into the bridge and the formal pilot station. So we're now in the wheelhouse of Lady Marisa, where we see all of the main controls for the yacht. We have the 2 MTU engines, 2,400 horsepower each, and we cruise around 20 knots, maximum 25 knots. Of course, in addition to those, we have 2 55 kilowatt generators. That powers also the hydraulic bow and stern thrusters, and also the gyro stabilizer, which keeps us stable, fixed while at anchor. Lady Marisa has always been used privately by her owner and by the family. So she has 1,150 hours on the main engines and just 1,800 on the generators, which for 6 years old is really very, very little. Let's head downstairs to the main salon. So as we come down the stairs from the wheelhouse, we come past the dayhead for all of the guest use, and we see immediately these big, large doors which open up to side balconies. And now we have this on both sides, and this means that we can get perfect flow of air all the way through the main salon. As we come into the rest of the space, we come through past the bar with a wine fridge and a normal fridge, and we see throughout that we have an incredible beam, really nice headroom, TV that comes up from here with Apple TV, it connects to Sonos, and also connects to the Jukebox, which we see at the end. Something really important to note as well is that if one were to change the color schemes or update the interior furnishings, many of these areas are all soft goods. So it's something reasonably easy to do at a modest cost. Why don't we head through to the master stateroom and the guest staterooms below. As we head forward, we've got the guest staterooms just downstairs, and now we'll come into the master stateroom. In here, we have this incredible feeling of space, of volume, of light. It's something that, compared to any other 32 meter, is really not something I've seen anywhere else. You've got these incredible windows, the skylight above. You've got a beautifully comfortable bed, sideboards, coffee table over on the starboard side. Of course, the entertainment with a television that raises up from here. We have Apple TV, we have Sonos, obviously, on all of the speakers. And this sleeping area opens up to the bathroom and the dressing below. And we have his and her sides, port and starboard, and also into the bathroom, port and starboard sides for his and her. So in addition to the master stateroom up here, we have 4 staterooms downstairs. That's comprised of 2 doubles and 2 twins, which are on the forward end. which allows us to sleep 10 in total on board. Each of those cabins, as one would expect, has its own ensuite bathroom, giving all of them their own comfort, their own space for all of the guests on board. And so from here, in the bow, in the master stateroom, we're going to go up and have a look at the foredeck. So as we come up from the master stateroom below, we come to this fantastic, ginormous guest area up on the foredeck. We've obviously got the large seating just to my right, and the big table running all the way round for guests. This is a lovely spot for lunch while you're on anchor with a light breeze coming from ahead. We have the canopy above with the carbon poles. That can all be removed, of course, if one wants to keep the line really open and light. And ahead of all of this, we have the working areas for the crew, for anchoring operations, so on and so forth. Let's head back down to the cockpit where we'll finish the tour. So as we come down that port side passageway, we come past the crew entrance. It's worth talking about, of course, the crew are a vital part of every yacht and its maintenance. We have downstairs in all the same area, the galley. We have the crew mess, comfortably seating the 5 crew members in a big captain's cabin over on the port side, big double cabin for the captain. And then on the starboard side, we have 2 further cabins for 4 more crew members, for a total of 5 crew. We also have, from downstairs, access to the engine room. And speaking of the engine room, and speaking of the crew and the maintenance, since the yacht was built, we still have the same captain and the same engineer since she was new, meaning that they followed the process the whole way through, really helping the maintenance. Back up here in the cockpit, we've got a nice, generous table, very comfortably seating 9, seating 10, and this is a perfect spot for breakfast in the morning, perhaps, as everyone wakes up at different times. And we have really nice shallow stairs down to the ginormous bathing platform below. Now that's a high-low platform, so you can lower it almost to the waterline. You have beautiful access to the water in and out. It's perfect for children. There's no stress about stairs, about ladders. And of course you also have the garage down there with a 4.5 meter tender and a jet ski. Now I think that wraps us up for Lady Marisa. Thank you very much for joining us on the tour. Again, I'm Jack from Ocean Independence. My details are in the description below, and I look forward to you seeing me in the next video. Thank you.